Decided to brave the city of the damned in search of gold and glory. There's no shortage of those who've tried before you. If you look hard enough, you'll find their bones littering the ruins. Mordheim doesn't forgive mistakes, so you'd better not make any. I'll say this for you. You've taken the first step to surviving. You've had the good sense to seek out Luther Wolfenbaum. I've forgotten more about this city than you'll ever learn. Listen to me, and you just might leave this place with the fame and fortune you're after. I'm not sure what oaths and vows bind you to Baron von Leitdorfer's service. I'm not really interested in the imperial pretensions of Reichland's Grand Prince either. You need to concentrate on one thing only, and that's the task immediately before you. Aye, there's Wordstone in the ruins, ready for the taking. But there's other things in the ruins too. You've got those murdering maniacs from the Rock, ready to kill anyone they find with even the smallest shard on them. They're bad, but even worse are the degenerates who've taken to worshipping the comet that smashed Mordheim. They're twisted in both mind and body, and will happily dump your body into the pit as an offering to their Shadow Lord. You'll even see things you wouldn't believe prowling the ruins. The verminous underfolk, the Skaven of legend, are quite real, I assure you. They'll steal your Wordstone and gnaw your bones, given half the chance. Aye, the dangers are great, but if you were cowardly, you'd never have made the journey here. There's treasure to be had, if you're bold and ruthless enough to claim it. This city chews up the timid and the weak, so remember that, and keep your men strong. Do that, and you might just survive.
Okay, that seems to have come out better, so... Still, music seems a bit loud, but... work it. Alright. Best of Dark... Oh yeah. War Camp. Mordheim City of the Damned is a game about making the most of a dire situation, and designed as a hardcore experience. The decisions you take while leading your warband are permanent, and your actions in combat may lead to irreversible injuries for your warriors. The campaign will end after the fourth time you fail to deliver Weirdstone shipment requests to your faction. Plan carefully and guard yourself against the horrors of Mordheim. So all these unlock after you do the first mission. So, though actually, you can go look in here first, which seems like a very good idea. The Warband management screen provides a quick summary of each warrior, and lets you edit the composition of your warband and hire new warriors. From here you can click on any warrior to further customize their equipment, attributes, spells, or pay their upkeep. Henchman type warriors can occupy any slot, while leaders and heroes may only occupy their relative slots. Reserve slots can hold all warrior types. And you start off with nothing. I thought you started off with some units, but you really start off with nothing. I've never seen that before. Arch always has a thing done out, and I swear he even does the very first mission as well, so everything's unlocked. But but we'll be going through all these. Like basically, I'm just simply saying this is all new to me. Well, this bit anyway. Hire warrior. The hire screen allows you to browse warriors available for hire. You can view each warrior's description and attributes before choosing to hire them. Warriors can only be hired into the appropriate slots. Heroes can be hired into hero slots, henchmen into henchman slots, and reserve slots can hold any warrior type. Me alt tab to make damn sure I'm recording. And it is focusing on the game. Good. And I am recording. And the mic ain't muted. Good. Recording locally. 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 Yeah, all is well. Also, if anyone curious whether or not I'll be streaming, I won't be anytime soon. Maybe at a later stage, but not at present. 30, 60, 90, 20, 50, 80, 10, 40, 70, 0, 30, 60, 90. Sorry, I'm just counting the frames as they tick up in roughly 20s, 30s. Yeah. So, Ulrich is God of Wolves winter, and war. In some northern provinces, he is venerated even above Sigmar by peasants and nobles alike. Those who enter his priesthood are fierce and hardened men, embodying the primal nature of their god. Grim warriors in their own right. These priests are able to instill in their comrades the cold howl of Ulfric, inspiring them to feats of bravery and savagery. And this is their proficiency. This is all they, and by proficiency, like, this is the only weapons they can ever use. They can't use a weapon they aren't proficient in. Like, they're just like, I'll use some throwing axes and, you know, hit himself in the face with it. Sadly, you can't do that, no matter how much fun that may be. So they can use axes, daggers, halberds, hammers, maces, swords, great axes, great hammers, great swords, and great Ulrichian axes. I noticed they can use no shields. Alright then. It's just like kind of like sword and board. Though there's damage dealing in two-handers. It's just sword and board is just nice thing to me. This warrior hasn't suffered any long-term injuries yet. And that is like rating, I think. Yeah, that's the rating symbol. Rating 96. So they no ranged weapons, but they can have court, light, and heavy armor, pendants, amulets, and helmets. Alright. Here's the Smuggler. The Empire's divisions benefit from those who would sell contraband and avoid many taxes imposed. Wait. These can also get smugglers? Huh. Didn't think they could. But anyway. The Empire's divisions benefit those who would sell the Empire's divisions benefit those who would sell contraband and avoid the many taxes imposed by barons and burghers. I can't pronounce that right. It's German, damn it. No community is more enticing to smugglers than Mordheim's Weirdstone. There's no commodity. I can't read today. No commodity is more enticing to smugglers than Mordheim's Weirdstone. Smugglers must be skilled with sword and pistol, accustomed to fighting against many foes, and not averse to tricks and traps. Most of all, she must be a leader, able to rally her comrades in their darkest hour. She can use axes, daggers, swords, blunderbusses, dueling pistols, handguns, hunting rifles, and pistols, as well as court, light armor, pendants, amulets, and helmets. She also has some perks by default. She's immune to trap effects, and she can move 1 meter. Her movement range is increased by a meter. That will be explained in a moment, but I'll say this. You see these blue points. You can spend them to move. When you spend them to move, a circle appears on the map. And you spend them by just moving around. And when a circle appears on the map, you can move within that radius for free because you already paid the price of 1 point. If you go outside that circle, you pay another point. You can, as long as nothing happens, like you trigger an overwatch, like someone opens fire on you because they are in Overwatch, or you trigger a trap, or you loot or attack. As long as you do nothing like that, you're just walking around, you can walk back and get all your points back. Or go a different way, or whatever. Does this guy have anything? Oh, he's Divine Spellcaster. Allows the casting of divine spells, though it may have ill effects in the form of Divine Wrath. You can get equipment that reduces the chance of that happening, but then you can't use something else in that slot. Also, Tyrantus. I like your name, son. Among any warband, there are those who lack the experience of their comrades, but possess a determination and drive in excess of the usual warrior. Youngbloods are on-tried recruits who harbour within themselves the potential for heroic deeds, if they survive long enough to reach that potential. Eager to prove themselves, many Youngbloods discover too late how unforgiving Mordheim is. And they can use a wide variety of equipment. Axes, daggers, halberds, hammers, maces, spears, swords, great hammers, and great axes, as well as bows, crossbows, dueling pistols, and pistols. They can have all types of armor. They can have shields, pendants, amulets, and helmets, though they have no special perks. Also, even though they aren't shorter than everyone, they just seem so... I zoomed out. That's why they look so small. I zoomed out. Marksmen. Oh, this is Henchman. Alright. Just wondering. Never seen this hero before. That's because they're just a generic henchman. And I have seen them before, I just remembered. Across the Empire, archers and hunters are famed for their skills. The best are reckoned to be able to... I keep feeling like I'm reading it wrong. Across the Empire, archers and hunters are famed for their skills. The best are reckoned to be able to strike a coin with an arrow at 300 yards. Such marksmen are a coveted asset for mercenary warbands, often able often deployed to snipe at enemies from windows of ruined buildings and from behind broken walls. They can use a few melee weapons, but they obviously presumably excel in ranged combat. They can have caught and excel at ranged combat. They can have blunderbusses, bows, crossbows, handguns, hunting rifles, longbows, and pistols. Caught, light armor, shields, pendants, amulets, and helmets. And these are warriors. The core of any mercenary warband are the warriors. Experienced dogs of war, warriors have bloodied themselves in battle long before journeying to Mordheim. Grim fighters, warriors fear no man so long as they have their weapons and armor. Also, here's a wolf priest of Ulrich in plate helmet. It's tempting to actually grab them, and they actually don't they normally have slightly different stats? They have slightly lower resistance. This guy has slightly lower resistance to magic. Their stats, between the two aren't different except for that, and that could be down to the helmet, increasing vulnerability to magic while increasing their chance of being immune to stun. Ooh, I do like that cloak. I feel bad for the poor Wolfie, but that is a very nice cloak. Awesome, awesome design. Also, I like their sigil. It's like an ox's hoof, but it's got wolves on both ends. It's nice. Might go with this guy, cause interesting face up. And who else would I want? Actually, can I even grab two heroes? We'll grab this guy for now. I sure want to hire this wolf priest of Ulrich for 0 gold. This warrior comes with skill points that must be assigned immediately and free of charge. Confirm.
Task completed.
He's hired the wolf. Warrior management. Okay. The screen lets you customize every facet of a warrior. The description provides an overview for the warrior's attributes and a brief description of the warrior. The inventory... You know, this is going on so long, I'm thinking I might give you 3 episodes by default for the first day. Anyway. Where was I? A brief description of the warrior. The inventory tab lets you equip the warrior with weapons, armor, and consumable items, as well as enchantments when they become available. The skills tab lets you train or upgrade active and passive skills from various categories. Warriors who can... the skills tab lets you train or upgrade... I totally read that wrong. Warriors who can cast spells have access to the spells tab, where you can train new spells. Finally, the customization tab lets you change the appearance of the warrior. Skills. Heart of the Wolf. Increases the chance to pass all alone, fear, terror, and leadership tests by 35%. Affects skills such as threaten and or intimidate. It's a passive skill. What? I thought he came with skills. What, did I botch it? Okay, you know what? Let's do this. No. Yeah. I'm sorry, folks. I'm new to this game. This is pretty much the first time I played it. I messed with the tutorial a bit just to make sure it was on the right audio level.
Decided to brave the city of the damned.
I wish. This is the 4th time I've seen you. Once by misclicking, 3 times so far in this video itself. Probably 2nd video by now, but. Okay, and this is unlocked by default from now on, I guess. Okay. Hero. Okay. Alright. For some reason, I just got confused there because I was expecting to just hit back and immediately find this guy. But, in fact, there was actually more to the list than I'd actually acknowledged. But, yeah, anyway, I'll grab this guy. Wait. Oh, actually, like I said, there is actually differences in the stats between them. Watch. The dodge on him is higher, though that's probably due to the helm the guy's wearing. He also has higher initiative, again presumably due to the helm. Though he's... I'll take him, and if I want I can take the helm off. So, yes. And I hit confirm. Okay. Customization, spells, skills, this. Okay, no. You apparently don't get on by default. They're saying you get some bonuses, but I haven't seen them. Alright. That's weird. So, I'm thinking... Two of these guys, one of these guys. Actually, no, you know what? Legion of the Lost? That sounds about right, yeah. That really sounds about right. Oh, actually, I think I can only buy two. Or can or is this like an infinite supply of these guys? Well, let's purchase one.
Task completed.
Oh yeah, there is an infinite supply here. I'm thinking... Three melee, 2 ranged. We'll go with that, see how it works out. I may have to restart this every so often, because I fuck up. I'm of two minds whether or not I'll just get myself back up to where I was, or show you my journey to getting to where I was. And there's a ton of achievements in the game. You get an achievement for doing the tutorial. I did 2 tutorial things and I got an achievement. Now you know it's called. There's 100 and something achievements in this game. 106, 108. I won't say 109, but I don't know. But anyway, 3 of these guys, 2 of those guys. Hopefully we'll be fine. Ooh, I have to change your name. Customize. Edit. Cap 10 COD PIECEs. I spelled it right the first time. It just feels like I'm saying it wrong. If I am, I'll fix it later. Actually, out of curiosity, what do you say? Only one active. Alright. Mercenary captains are seasoned professional warriors. A captain must have cunning as well as a good sword arm to command a warband. Among mercenaries, it is the bold and ruthless who often succeed. Men who care little for what they must do, or who they must fight so long as they are paid. In the blighted ruins of Mordheim, such men can prosper and seize wealth beyond their most avarice dreams. Did I read your thing? Yeah. Also momentum, that increases chance to hit after a successful attack. That increases your chance to hit by like 20%. Skills, momentum, 20% for the next attack. After dealing melee damage, hit chance increases by 20% for the next attack. Next action taken must be a melee attack or skill, or the effect is lost. And this guy has the ranged version of it, though it's stackable. After dealing ranged damage, ranged hit chance increases by 10% for 1 turn. Stackable. Up to what? Don't have a clue.